Hi everyone, this is meowmurai, and let's continue our game of Spirit Hunter Deathmark 2 running on PlayStation 5. The door to the old building is unlocked. Why is this door open? It should have been locked in the evening. Who cares about that right now? Let's go inside. While the structure is quite similar to the new building, it gives off an entirely different vibe. The wall is ridden with mold and dust. Cobwebs are strung up here and there. Forget about clean. This place isn't even ventilated. Ugh, God, this place is so muggy. Let's leave the door open. After you, Yashiki. I extend my hand towards the door. That's weird. Why won't it open? It can't be. The door won't budge no matter how many times I try to open it. What in the world is happening? Are we trapped in here? What happened, Yashiki? I'm not sure, but I can just kick the door down if push comes to shove. Finding Izumi is our priority for right now. You have a point. The locations of the rooms are the same in both the new and old buildings. That means the music room is right beside us. The old building's music room is just ahead. I hear a voice coming from inside when I walk towards the door. Stay away from me. Stop right there. Somebody, help. Help! Hey, Yashiki. Let's go. My hand! I mean, your hand is definitely missing. Immediately upon opening the door, we are greeted by a grisly sight. Filthy water shooting from a rubber hose has severed Izumi's left hand. The rubber hose is undulating in the air, as if gravity holds no power over it. The filthy water issuing forth from the hose is lashing out with menace, like a whip, cracking through the air. There's no way a normal hose could contain a jet of water strong enough to dismember someone. It just doesn't make any sense. Yet, that's precisely what my eyes are telling me is happening. I don't have time to debate the plausibility of this scene. Just gotta accept it. Just accept that this impossible phenomena is real and caused by a haunting. Both the water and hose begin to coil up, growing taut with tension. Are they ready to hit him again? What are you doing, Izumi? Run! Izumi turns around when I yell at him. The water's next strike narrowly misses him. A frantic Izumi rushes past me and out of the music room. The hose disappears into the darkness as if it is pursuing him. What? What the hell is that? I don't know myself. Let's just save that for later. Now we have... Why do we hear the sound of dripping water? Why is there water in the music room? The hoses are wrapped around the headmaster's neck as if they're trying to lift him up. This cannot be. Descending from the dark ceiling, hoses have snagged the headmaster by his neck. They're coiled like snakes with murderous intent. Grr. If this keeps up, his life's in jeopardy. I need to get rid of these hoses immediately. Suspensive acts. A suspensive act will occur when encountering a special situation. By making the appropriate decision, you can drastically alter the outcome of a situation. Think of it as a moment of truth. There must be a tool I can use inside my bag. I need to do something real quick. But should I do it, or... Choosing a character. During a suspensive act, you must first choose who is going to perform the action. Think carefully before making your decision. Yashiki's going to do it. Alright, what do we do next? I can use an item in this situation, like... Choosing an item. Choose the most appropriate item among the list of things Yashiki comes up with. A knife. What do I do with this item then? Gotta choose the most appropriate action in order to have the outcome I want. Choosing an action. Choose the most appropriate action from the list of things Yashiki comes up with. Your character needs to have enough spirit to execute the action. Each action has a different execution rate. This will be explained in detail later. First, choose the action you want to do. I'm going to cut the hose. You have a higher chance of doing it too. Deciding this movement's okay? Yep. Alright, here I go. I doubt anyone will be able to keep their cool in this situation. Panicking, feeling pressure, those kinds of things can increase the chance of failure. Execution rate and failure. During suspensive acts, not every action is doable. Each action has an execution rate that is based on the person performing the action. Your execution rate must be high enough for you to successfully perform the action. Now, let's try executing this action.
Yoshi.
Using the knife, I try to cut the hose, lifting the headmaster. I cut the hose bit by bit. I think I can do it. The hose gradually rips apart. It finally breaks apart with a loud crack. I hurriedly sever the other hoses. The moment I finish cutting the last hose, my knife snaps. Lost Konoe's knife. Somehow, I've survived. The headmaster has been freed from the hose's binding. Looks like this was the right choice. Correct and incorrect actions. The action you executed just now was correct. During a suspensive act, you need to successfully execute the correct action. In situations where you succeed at performing an action but still fail to get your desired result, you should pick another option. You can also fail when you choose the wrong character. Try to choose the right person and the right action. Survived. Summary. We've successfully broken through the tension of this suspensive act. In summary, you'll want to look for two main things when trying to get your desired outcome in a suspensive act. First, choose an action with a high execution rate. Second, choose the correct action. There are also times when a suspensive act will be a multi-part event. I can't believe I nearly hanged myself when we weren't even in financial trouble. Hey, that'll bring bad luck. I'm glad you weren't injured. My luck has always been good. Let's chase after Izumi now. Yashiki, look at the floor. There's a trail of blood. Given the amount, this has to be Izumi's blood. The trail leads to the entrance of the old building, where there's a big puddle of blood. The door looks like it's been painted red, with blood smeared all over the handle and windows. Izumi tried to run outside, except the door was locked. Is it still locked now? Putting some strength into the door, I attempt to push it open. Unlike the previous time, the door opens without any resistance at all. There are no traces of blood to be seen outside. Izumi is still in the building. Judging by the amount of blood, Izumi is probably... One question though, Yashiki. Where is he? No idea, but we should find him if we follow the trail. I turn my eyes down the corridor. Fresh, glistening blood extends deep into the darkness. The stairs are leading up, but we need to focus our attention on the first floor now. There's still blood going into the female restroom for some reason. The word annoying is written in red on the mirror. Who are they referring to? This doesn't look like blood. It leads to this toilet stall. Are you in there, Izumi? There's no response. I think he's already... It's not locked. Should I... Headmaster doesn't reply. Instead, he nods warily, a dazed look on his face. Gripping the handle, I slowly push the door open. The blood leads inside this stall, yet there's no sign of Izumi. How can this be? This is absurd. Headmaster's plaintive query goes unanswered. I totally understand his feelings. However, no amount of whining will make the situation make sense. Let's examine this restroom. I find a fresh blood stain. It's probably Izumi's since he was just attacked by hoses. If he's lost that amount of blood, I doubt he's still alive. The toilet bowl is dirty. It's obvious that it hasn't been cleaned for quite a while. This place is so dirty. Obviously it hasn't been used in a long time. This area is used to store tools for cleaning the toilets. I open the cupboard, but it's empty. I haven't found anything I can use as a weapon. I'm a bit worried about that since my knife broke. I find a pale pink handkerchief on the ground. It's an elegant, expensive-looking item. The initials NH are embroidered on the edge. There's some ink on the cloth. A faint, irritating odor is coming from it. Smells like acidic detergent. I'm guessing it's toilet cleaner? Did they try to erase the writing over there? Contained dirty handkerchief. There's a scribble on the wall. You suck at piano. Stop showing off. Don't play the school song. There's a name written on it, but it's so faint it's unreadable. This is obviously slander, just like the stuff we found in the new building. I wonder who they're bullying. Speaking of piano, Izumi is a pianist. Does this have anything to do with him? Telepulse ready. Telepulse ready. All of a sudden, a shrill scream pierces the night. What was that? It came from the hallway. What was that sound? I hear something creaking from the hallway near the classrooms. Ah! Wah! A female voice. A hollow moan so faint it could disappear at any moment. The moan is coming from down the hallway. Oh, well, not allowed to check that, huh? The moaning is coming from down the hallway. Yeah, okay. Thank you. I got you. Down the hallway. Huh? It was that girl, Himiko Doryu. The sight before me was beyond comprehension, and an otherworldly scene. A girl drenched in sewage water is suspended by a bunch of rubber hoses. Filthy water and rubber hoses, just like the assault on Izumi. Countless hoses sway in the air. They look like venomous snakes arching their necks into sickles, imitating their prey, or intimidating their prey. Pained groans emerge from her lips. Damn, I have to hurry and save her. I extend my hand towards the hoses, trying to grab her. And at that moment, the hoses just disappear. She drops down onto the floor limply. But it's not just the hoses that have vanished. The yellow water that drenched her body and stained her blouse is completely gone, too. No traces remain, as if the entire scene we just witnessed was nothing but an illusion. Hey, are you alright? Doryu doesn't respond. She's fainted. What on earth just happened? No time to question anything. Let's get her to the infirmary. I carry Doryu on my back and pick up her blazer from the floor. We hurry to the infirmary. Once there, we lay her down on the bed. Though she's unconscious, her breathing is steady. She should be fine now. Let's continue our investigation. We haven't found Izumi yet. Mr. Konoe? Huh? Apologies. My mind is a bit fuzzy after all those bizarre happenings, one after another. You can just wait here if it's too much for you. No, I cannot. I must protect this school, or else I'm going to bring shame upon my grandfather. He smiles weakly. It's obvious that he's forcing it. He's propped up his resolve with a sense of responsibility to his grandfather, the founder of this school. Fine. All right. Let's head to the old building. Oh, hold on a minute. Dodi was lying down on the bed, still unconscious. I know you're worried about her, but Izumi's our priority now. Let's head back to the old building, Yashiki. Hey, Yashiki. Should we check the female restroom again? We pretty much looked through every corner. But we still haven't found Izumi. You saw that trail of blood, right? He must be in there. Headmaster yells hysterically. He's clearly tense and overwhelmed. He's nearly reached his limit, both mentally and physically. Okay, we'll give the restroom another look. It's not like we have any other leads anyway. Search for Izumi has added to the spirit file. Spirit file, rumors of the departed. The arrival of a death notice sent by a mysterious entity. The departed has Konoehara Academy in a commotion. The notice denotes a murderer and their target. Since the murderer's name is Hanako, it leads the students to believe it's the spirit of the urban legend, Hanako of the toilet. After the notices arrived, some students actually went missing, but police could not intervene due to the lack of any obvious crime. However, as the rumors took a toll on the students, I was hired to conduct an investigation. I have determined if this is the work of spirits or merely a prank. We pursued a student, Izumi, and who'd gone missing. I saw his name on a poster in the music room. He was badly hurt when we found him in the old building's music room, but he went missing again after. We followed a trail of his blood, but it ended in the girls' restroom where we found red graffiti and a handkerchief. Someone apparently scared him, and he seemed to be running from them. My gut told me it had to do with what was written on the notice, what actually happened in that restroom. We might be able to learn what caused Hanako of the toilet to attack Izumi. We need to inspect that bloodstained door again. Nope, won't let me in, huh? Okay. It's very, very... I mean, it's very guided. It sounds like running water. Where in the world is that coming from? Inside the stall, a male student is on the toilet seat. A bundle of things are sprouting from his eyes, slender rubber hoses. They're spewing filthy water in every direction. Guess that explains the sound of running water. Between all the blood, the fallen eyeballs, and the hose, I'd be unable to tell what this poor kid looked like when he was alive. Though there is one pretty obvious clue as to his identity. His left hand is missing. This must be Toshiko Izumi. His wide-open mouth gives the idea of just how much pain he'd endured. He probably had his eyes pushed out from the inside by the hoses while he was still alive. Looking at the pool of blood surrounding his body from his severed wrists, though, his suffering and terror probably didn't last too long. That's about the only bit of luck he'd had tonight. What's wrong, Yashiki? What in the world is in there? Headmaster screams and bolts out of the restroom. Guess that's finally what pushed him past the edge of sanity. I honestly can't blame him. I'm too shocked to think straight myself. Better get out of this restroom first, return to the infirmary, and come up with a plan. I walk towards the exit, legs trembling. Huh? I can't lift my legs. Something is tangled around my ankle. A long, thin, elastic blue something. It's the rubber hose. Oh, hi. I look into the mirror and see something swaying. What is that? A person? It's a girl in a wet shirt and a red suspenders skirt, her limbs blackened. She looks dead, swaying from side to side. This is Hanako of the toilet? Hoses crawl up and around my waist, to my chest, all the way around my neck. I can't move my limbs. Even my mouth is bound. I'll be killed at this rate. Shit. As if I just let that happen. My arm's the only thing I can somewhat move at the moment. Okay. What are we gonna do here? The graffiti, so cruel. Kill the one who wrote it. The words spewing out of her mouth are filled with rage. Looks like she thinks I was the one who wrote that thing on the mirror. The hoses are constricting me tighter. If I don't do something, I'll die here. There must be something in my bag I can use to survive. Clues for the correct action. Clues for the correct action are hidden within the stories, item detail, spirit file, and other bits of collected information. Incorrect action choices can also give you some insight and help narrow down your options. Think carefully, unravel the truth, and choose the correct action. Where's my spirit file? I think I've already seen this. Okay. Handkerchief stained to what appears to be red ink. A bit damp, gives off an irritating odor. Okay, I've read everything. Let's use the dirty handkerchief and wipe off the graffiti. Thought I'd just inspect the handkerchief. I'm being choked to death at the time. I should do something a little bit more proactive than just look at the handkerchief.
Yosh.
I pull the dirty handkerchief from my bag and extend my hand towards the mirror. Maybe I'll clear up the misunderstanding by wiping off the writing with the handkerchief. I stretch the handkerchief towards the mirror. Then I wipe off the word annoying. The hose binding my shoulders loosens slightly. Did that clear up the misunderstanding? I might have managed to convince her that I'm not the bad person by erasing those awful words. Looks like this is the right choice. I feel like I can move my arm a bit more now. Not bully? What did she mean by not bully? Was this girl bullied in the past? Who? I don't know. Who am I? Did she just say, who am I? Who? Ah! The girl screams out loud. Oh, okay. The hose cinches tighter on my body. Shit, what do I do now? The girl seems pissed because she doesn't know who she is. I guess I need to tell her that next. We'll use our red marker. Hanako Akai.
これでどうだ。
I don't think she'd know who Hanako the toilet is. I stretched my hand towards the mirror and tried to write Hanako Akai with a red marker. I exerted maximum effort and somehow managed to get the marker close to the mirror. I began writing. Hanako. Hanako Akai. This is the name of that female pianist written on the poster. Dodio said that she is Hanako the toilet, though she was probably referring to the classic urban legend of Hanako the toilet, and not this school's Hanako. The girl who was bullied might be Hanako Akai. Hanako Akai. My name. The hose binding me finally loosens. I assume she remembers her name now. You are different. The girl then disappears into the darkness. Makes me wonder if Hanako of the toilet forgives me now that she's pulled herself together. Looks like this is the right choice. Okay, well, poor Izumi. What the heck? Once Hanako's presence is gone, the restroom changes completely. There's no trace of the hoses nor the blood, as if nothing foul ever happened here. Wait, no way. Izumi's corpse is no longer in the stall. No one is inside. Oh, okay, trippy. Even the hoses in the water are gone, the same as what happened with Doryu. It's as if everything was only a nightmare. And that means we've lost any evidence of this incident. The only thing remaining is the fact that a student named Toshiko Izumi has disappeared. The cops will probably just treat him as one of the thousands of missing people, exactly as they did with the students mentioned in the first notice. In this case, cops will be useless. What should I do? I better go back to the infirmary first. The headmaster may have returned there. After talking with him, we can decide what we should do next. Hanako's origin has been added to the spirit file. We found Izumi's mangled corpse in the girls' restroom. He'd been brutally murdered. Right after that, we encountered a female spirit with murderous intent. Due to her resemblance to Hanako of the toilet, we thought she was the spirit from the notice. After we survived her attack, we learned that her name was Hanako Akai. It seems Hanako was bullied in the past. Maybe the real reason she became a spirit was tied to the bullying. Izumi's death may point to that. Unfortunately, his corpse has disappeared without a trace. It seems like I've got some fear-filled days ahead of me. Yeah, this guy has the worst luck. Returning to the infirmary. Pressing the L1 button will quickly return you to the infirmary. Note that there will be times in the game when you can't do that. Oh, sweet. A little quick travel. The headmaster is indeed in the infirmary. He's talking with Doryu. I should tell him what happened. You're back, Yashiki. Sorry about earlier. I was so shocked I ran away before I knew what was happening. Right. Yes. Doryu's woken up. I told her about you and how you saved her life. Come on, Doryu. Thank the gentleman.
Thank you, Mr. Yashiki.
Feeling better now?
Yeah, more or less. How about Izumi?
Well. Looks like the headmaster hasn't broken the news to her. He's probably concerned about her mental state. There's something I want to ask her, though. We can't hide it forever. Alright. Let me tell you all the things I've gone through tonight. And that's it. It must be hard to swallow, I know, but you're going to have to believe me.
It can't be. Izumi's been murdered?
Doryu sinks into silence after that. It's incredible that you survived encounters like this against vicious spirits before, Yashiki. I hope you'll forgive me, but I found you to be quite dubious before. But I guess I made the right choice by asking for your help. You saved us. He looks at me, a faint, tired smile settling on his lips.
Izumi's been killed, just as the notice said.
Doryu murmurs quietly.
If you get too curious about the departed's true identity, you'll be targeted and killed by them. That rumor seems to be true, after all.
Her voice trembles slightly. Is she shocked by the death of her friend? Or is she scared of the departed? Seeing her tremble, well, we should probably try to reassure her. There is indeed something in this school. But don't worry, the headmaster and I are both here.
I know. Thank you for everything. Excuse me.
A young girl enters the room all of a sudden. Her hair is dyed white, which begs the question, does this school really have really lax guidelines on appearance?
There you are, Hime. I've been looking for you. Did you find Izumi? What's wrong, Hime?
Who are you?
Michiho Kunikawa, the student council's vice pres and Hime's friend.
Both of you should go home. It's really late already. We'll do something about Izumi.
Understood. Let's go home, Michio. Okay.
I guess that's it for tonight. The headmaster and Doryu probably don't want to tell Michio about what happened to Izumi. Let me drive you home. I wouldn't be able to look at your parents in the eye if something were to happen to you.
There's no need for that.
That boy, she seems a little suspicious, doesn't she? But okay.
We both live in the dorm. It's only a minute away from here. Oh no, we broke the curfew though. The dorm manager's gonna scold us real bad.
I'll let them know then. Be careful on your way home.
We'll be going then.
Doryu bids us farewell and leaves with Michio. You must be tired too, Yashiki. Go home. I'll call you again later to talk about the case. Mr. Konoe. I want some time alone now. Please go home. We're just gonna leave. That seems like we should still keep looking for him. Okay, the character Michio Kunikawa has been added to the character file. Guess I'll head back. My car is parked in the lot near the main gate. The moment I exit the special building, the door locks behind me. I walk towards the shoe lockers, figuring I can leave that way. Let's see. Michio. Are you done, girl? Kunikawa, or Kinuakawa, a free-spirited Konoehara, second year with white hair. She's a friend of Himiko's and is a student council vice president. She loves insects and has insect-shaped accessories. She's very smart and has a strong supernatural sense. No, this entry's incomplete. Okay, I guess we're going to be dealing with her more later, huh? Don't get me wrong, when I see somebody with that platinum-style hair, I mean, I dig it. Platinum and blue. Yeah, my kind of girls. Just then I spot a piece of paper on the floor. It wasn't here earlier. A short sentence in red letters is written on it. Dear visitor, I'll be waiting for you in the corridor. Yours truly, the departed. This is... By visitor, do they mean me? Are they... They said they'd be waiting in the connecting corridor. I may be able to get closer to learning the departed's true identity if I go. Except that's no different than running into the jaws of death. I can still turn my back on my fears and run away. All I have to do is go outside through the exit by the shoe lockers. So the question is, should I face my fear, or should I avoid it? In that case... well, you know, if this was a real-life situation, I'd be out of that building faster than you could say, please leave. However, this is a horror game, and we've got to do the stupid horror thing and walk towards our ultimate demise. Although this guy will be fine. I think, I don't know, they may just choose to kill him off. I mean, it's a horror series. Where's this bell sound coming from? Ugh, my head. Well, hello there. A strange figure is standing in the darkness. A lanky, slender body with an unnaturally big head. No way. That's the departed? Is this their laughter I hear right now? They've set their sights on me. Are they laughing? I can feel the warmth of my body slowly leaving just from them staring at me. If this keeps up, I'm in serious danger. I've got to escape right here, right now. But I can't. I'm petrified. My legs won't even tremble. The departed vanishes suddenly. Did I make it? Oh, maybe not. No, they're behind me. Okay, that's a little more freaky up close. That didn't look all that freaky from far away. On this wonderful day, let us exchange vows with one another. Might have to politely refuse. A faint crackling voice echoes in my head. I swear to always stay by your side, forever and ever. What are you saying? Say, my dear. Can I bite you? Chapter 1, The Departed, end. Oh, really? We're going to end there. Okay. Okay, I wasn't expecting to end right there. That's a pretty good cliffhanger. The next day at Kujou Mansion. Man, the music's really good in this game. It's so, I mean, it really helps with the atmosphere. All the artwork's super good too. But that was the same with NG as well. And the original Spirit Hunter. The phone's ringing. Gotta answer it. Hello? It's me, Konoe. Thanks for last night. Did you sleep well? Well, I doubt you slept peacefully, given the things we experienced last night. I still find it hard to believe. So, why did you call me? Right, let's cut to the chase. I need your help. A new notice from the departed has arrived. Yeah, I know. That was quick. I'll tell you the details in person. Not now, though. I've got an errand I must attend to. I'll be back on the school grounds at 5 p.m. Can you return around that time? Sure. He then hangs up the phone. There's still some time left before I'm supposed to meet with the headmaster. I retrace what happened last night while drinking some coffee to wake up. Honestly, a part of me still can't believe it. I need to organize my thoughts. What should I think about first? Let's drink some coffee. My eyes settle on the coffee that I brewed up. I ground the imported beans myself and made some fun adjustments to it. You can say it's one of the finest things that I've ever made. Coffee's the best companion you can have when you're contemplating something. Very true. I wrap my fingers around the mug's handle and take a sip of the black liquid. So bitter. Oh, come on. You can drink black coffee. Okay, fine. Make some wussy-ass coffee. I take 1 sugar cube from the pot. Then I drop it into my mug and stir it into the coffee with a little spoon. I mean, 1 sugar is a lot of sugar, personally. I bring the mug to my lips and sip the coffee. Still too bitter. What? 2 sugar? Oh my, that was a lot of sugar. That was a lot of sugar. I guess everybody has their preference. It's still too bitter. Are you serious? No, we're just gonna think about The Departed then, you damn whiner. Last night I was attacked by The Departed. Their eerie whispers felt like a bug was burrowing straight into my brain. And their words are still ringing in my ears now. This is what they said. On this wonderful day, let us exchange vows with one another. I swear to always stay by your side forever and ever. That sounds like a wedding vow. And given their letter to me, I have a feeling The Departed may be obsessed with me. To make things worse... Say, my dear... Can I bite you? I lost consciousness after that. When I came to, I was lying face down on the corridor, or in the corridor. I looked around, and The Departed was nowhere to be found. I don't understand what they were thinking, but one thing's for sure: they're using spirits to harm the students. What should I think about next? Add some more sugar. I mean, how big is this mug? Right? Because like 3 sugars in a coffee is a pretty sweet coffee. It becomes more sugar than coffee at that point in time. Tastes a bit better. A bit better? Oh my god, strange happenings. Hanako the poet, who I met last night, must be one such spirit. The grudge of someone who died a violent death will not be calmed even after their death. That powerful grudge will turn them into an inhuman supernatural being, a spirit. Spirits resent and kill living beings. I saw it with my own eyes last night. The only way to eradicate them is by erasing their grudges. To do that, we first need to investigate the spirit and discover their grudge. What I have to do now is investigate the spirits and terminate them. 4 months ago, I was confronted by spirits in a strange incident. Okay, so it's been 4 months. I barely managed to survive. It was all thanks to the mark bearers who helped me with the investigation. What should I think about next? 4 sugars. Oh my god. 4 sugars is undrinkable. It takes a special kind of person to take 4 sugars in your coffee. Only a bit better? Okay, I just... What am I, like a human fly? The mark bearers are people I can trust. 4 months ago, several people had death marks carved into their bodies, something that was the work of a spirit in H City. And I was among those 13 people. We mark bearers worked together to survive and brought an end to the case. We still keep in touch with each other. We even team up to solve mystery cases from time to time. It really was a good game, that first game. I mean, definitely flew under the radar of a lot of people. But I'm glad the series is continuing on. I'm glad they can make enough money. The person who introduced me to Mr. Konoe was a mark bearer who works as a doctor at the school. Makes me wonder if we weren't really meant to escape our strange fates. The pendulum clock in the entrance hall rings. It's almost time for my appointment with the headmaster. Better get ready to go out. I put all the essentials items into my favorite bag. My old notebook and flashlight, along with all the things I found at the school yesterday. The key items needed to erase a spirit's grudge usually lies in a haunted place. Attempting to prepare for every possibility is a fool's errand. This should be good enough. Oh, okay, so it's the old illustration. I finish getting ready and head to the garage. Then I get into my favorite minivan. I know, he even has a mystery machine. Konoehara Academy. The school is built in a place called Konoehara, an area situated on top of a hill on the outskirts of H City. Built in the early Showa period, this school is considered a tangible cultural property of H City. Although it's been renovated several times, it still looks pretty much the same inside and out. Konoehara Academy is about 20 minutes from Kujou Mansion. Mr. Konoe told me there were no vacant spots in the school's parking lot, so my only option is to park my car in a parking lot in the parking area near the school and walk. But why is the music like this when I'm just driving to the school? School's already letting out by the time I arrive. Students are heading for the exits. They're all looking pretty gloomy, though. Is it because of the departed case? I walk down the same route as yesterday and once again arrive at the special building. I check the clock hanging in the entrance. There's still some time left before the appointment. I head to the infirmary. Diamond, the guy who introduced me to Mr. Konoe, might be in there. Once I arrive, though, Diamond's not there. Not just that, I can't even find the school nurse. If memory serves, Diamond once told me that it wasn't mandatory for a school to have an appointed nurse. I realize that this isn't really my domain, but in light of recent events, I'm starting to think that policy may be a huge mistake. It's almost time. Let's go to the faculty room. Okay, why don't we stop it there for tonight? This is this is meowmurai, and you've been watching Spirit Hunter Death Mark 2 running on PlayStation 5. Again, this game's available on all platforms. Well, actually, it may not be available on the Xbox, but yeah, you can get it on the Switch and on PC. And yeah, I highly suggest it if you're into these horror visual novels with some very, very tiny action sequences. The artwork and the sound and the music and the characters are super intriguing. So hopefully you're out there enjoying it as much as I am. Or if you want to wait to purchase it on sale, I guess that's okay too. But yeah, definitely pick it up if you have a chance. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.